So, majority of your Amazon business's holes come down to these two things. Now, a lot of people do not know or understand these two things and why they're important. So, if you're not plugging these holes in your Amazon business, your business is going to drown. It's going to essentially sink in itself. All of your cash is going to leak out of the business and you're going to end up broke in a year. So, trust me, because I know from these two things and having them happen to me firsthand, I know that they can cause a lot of issues and a lot of friction and stop you from growing and achieving your ultimate goal, which is obviously to make, a good substantial amount of money with Amazon FBA. For some of you, it might be 5K, 10K, 20K, whatever it is. My goal is to get you there. So with these two holes here, you have one is knowing your numbers to the T. Now, a lot of people think they know their numbers. They think they have an accurate grip on bookkeeping. But the reality is, if you dug deep into their business, they're probably making a fraction of what they think they're actually making. And the reason is because they're using simple tools like Inventory Labs or Seller Board to get a grip on their numbers and know what it is. But in reality, that just shows a partial picture of your numbers. You're not seeing your balance sheet. You're not seeing what's actually staying in the business. Things can happen. Websites can forget to refund you. Inventory can go missing, but we have ways to mitigate this, which is what I'm going to get into in number 2. And then another thing you would be very common to see is people on Instagram, when they show their numbers or when people calculate their numbers, they forget to include certain expenses like softwares or, supplies, whatever it may be. They forget to include them. So by having your everything tracked in QuickBooks or having a CPA manager QuickBooks, that's essentially how you'll be able to know your numbers most accurately. QuickBooks is super cheap. Anyone can get it for $30 a month. And the reason it's so good is because it tracks all your credit cards. So it accurately knows how much is staying in the business and how much you're actually making if you do it right. Now that's hole number 1. Now, hole number 2 is inventory leaking out of the business. People don't realize how big of a problem this is. My business lost over $10,000 in 2022 because of inventory that went missing and we didn't have a system for tracking it. Now, what this essentially is like tracking once you order a product to once you sell it on Amazon. Now, things can get lost. They can get lost when you order it to the prep center or your house. They can also get lost when you send it into Amazon. So it's really important to be checking these things and making sure that every single product you ordered has been received by you, and then every single thing you send to Amazon has been received by Amazon, and you have to get reimbursed for these. You have to either contact the company, the shipper, or contact Amazon to get your money back if you send it in and it's not all there. So people aren't actually tracking this, and they're taking home so much less because of that. If you focus on fixing these 2 leaks in your business, I guarantee you your margins will probably double, honestly. And the amount of money that you actually take home at the end of the day will be substantially higher. And if you run your balance sheet, you won't have negative equity. There are a lot of people that have negative equity in their business, and that essentially means that their business is sinking. Now, if you don't want to be one of those people, you need to plug these 2 holes, and then you'll actually have something to show for it once you decide to, let's say, branch into something else after you've made a lot of money with Amazon. But if this is something that interests you and you think this might be a problem in your business, or if you have lofty goals and want to grow a massive Amazon business where you're making 10, 20K a month in profit, then I encourage you to book a call with the link below, completely free. Sit down with me and we'll dissect your business and help you to get to a point where you're financially free with Amazon FBA and making over 10K a month. So I hope you guys got some value from this video. Definitely click the link in the description if you want to book that call with me.